USC Jay. It's your boy Jakeem. Really appreciate what you're doing for USC culture, man. Keep going.
Going on, shout out USC Jay, man. Appreciate the support.
Shout out to USC Jay. You know what it is. Nothing but love, man.
Trojan Philly, what's up, man? USCJ here. It's the top of the morning. Listen, I hope everybody is getting ready to get up, get out, and make some things happen this morning. Listen, happy Wednesday to happy Thursday to everybody, man. And look, coincidentally, you guys know we talked about this a couple of times this week. USC, I think, is leaving today, Thursday, to get ready and go to this big time game that's coming up this weekend, man. But look, we might possibly have some good news for this USC football Trojan family. But real quick, yesterday, you guys know I did a live and yesterday, and you guys know I was out of pocket, didn't have my computer, didn't have my equipment. So I want to ask you guys to forgive me. Camera froze up on me and I could not hear the comments, man. Other people told me on the other side they could hear the comments, but I couldn't hear them. But let me just say, did a live with B. Shaw's with B. Shaw, and it was a good live, but we wanted to take those calls. So look, we'll catch them next time. Let me shout out B. Shaw's family, man. He has a phenomenal family, man. Very nice. Got much love for him, man. And look, so salute to them for making me feel like family, man. So look, let's talk about this USC football game, man. We got a possible guy that may be coming back, and that is Jakeem Stewart. You guys know, a lot of people were questioning the fact that Jakeem Stewart was in the boot yesterday. And look, man, that's not, for us, that's not good. It wouldn't be good news because, yes, he's a freshman. But look, he's, I'm not even going to say exceeding expectations because a lot of people projecting him to be a big-time player like this. You guys know I had some super freshmen, and I told you that Jakeem Stewart was a given. As far as one of those super freshmen. And yes, he's absolutely moving and grooving. He's breaking through defensive line like it's nothing. And here's one thing I got to say about Jakeem Stewart. Jakeem Stewart, a lot of people talk about a lot of stuff that they're going to do. But you're talking about an actual guy that actually, let me just say this. We always got the term, you put your money where your mouth is. Jakeem Stewart really he's talking the talk and he's walking the walk. When you're talking about busting through the line, I don't think I've ever seen, other than somebody else mentioned this too, other than the Davion Clowney that went to South Carolina that busted through the line like that. That was an incredible play. Jakeem Stewart absolutely moved and grew. And look, we need that physicality. We need that enthusiasm. And sometimes, man, you get these guys, man, that just want it, man. These young dogs, man. He's just a young dog. Him and Floyd Boucard, I consider those two guys to be young dogs. And I was looking at some of the things, and he's humble too, man. To be young and to be as successful as he is, he shows a level of humility that I don't think I've seen in a long time, man. He mentioned something yesterday in the press conference, and that's talking about, accountability, man. And one of the things he said was, he said that they're holding each other accountable, each player, particularly Devin Tompkins. And it's something about he made him do push-ups, and the fact that, look, he's willing to be held accountable, and he's willing to sacrifice for the team. To me, it speaks to his character. To me, he looks like he just has a incredible character, and that's what you want. I think Lincoln Riley's built in this recruiting class that they're getting character guys. They're getting guys that is going to fit the culture, and as a result, we're seeing a new football team, and we're talking about, when you build on the culture, you have to have the whole brotherhood established. You have to have that in order for things to work, in order for the chemistry to work. You can have, like I said before, you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't have chemistry, and if you don't have a brotherhood, if you have selfishness, it won't work, period. Like, the team won't be a team. They always say teamwork makes the dream work, right? And so that has to happen in order for you to have a successful season. So let me say, salute to Jakeem Stewart, man. He's doing a phenomenal job as a young true freshman, a young dog, and it looks like we may possibly have him out. He was at practice yesterday, no boot, and I think, look, that is speaking incredible, because I think that we need to collapse the pocket, period. We talked about this, me and B. Shaw, yesterday on the live. If you guys hadn't seen it, go back and check it out. We talked about it. Collapse the pocket. Make Luke Altmaier step up in the pocket and let those young dogs and let Eric Gentry and those other linebackers, Stevens, Walker, or whoever it is, let them come in and fill those holes, fill those gaps. So hit me in the comments, man. You guys tell me what you think. As to Jacoby Lane, it still looks like he may be a 50-50 situation. And yes, we absolutely need him. We want to be able to have somebody that we could throw those 50-50 balls to, because nobody does it like Jacoby Lane, man. You could pretty much throw it up to him and get the 50-50 ball, and he's not going to outjump anybody. Not only that, he's going to one-hand catch something. So it looks like he may be 50-50. I'm sure he'll probably travel. It looks like, hearing from everybody else, it looks like it's still a shoulder injury or whatever. And so hopefully he's able to come back from this injury. Hopefully we get him back this week. But do I think that we could probably afford to not have him? I think so, based on the defense that they said that Illinois had. Well, based on the secondary. They're out of their big-time guy on the secondary, in the secondary. So I think if it's any game, this may be the game. But we want all our dogs. I mean, period. But I think he will travel. So another news and note item. Alex Graham, you guys know that he's been out for a while. And I gotta ask a serious question. Alex Graham has been out, and if he were to come back, and it looks like he actually practiced yesterday, if he were to come back, and it's a serious question, I want you guys to answer this. Do you guys think he's just an automatic plug-in player? And I really want you guys to think about that question. If Alex Graham comes back right now, and if he comes back, Lincoln Riley he kind of alluded to the fact that Alex Graham is progressing a little further than what they expected. So I don't necessarily think it's going to be this weekend. We got a bye week after this week, and then we got the Michigan. So maybe Alex Graham comes back after that. But if he comes back, do you plug him in? Is he would he be a better nickel than Kamari Ramsey? I don't know. I think Kamari Ramsey, like I told you guys before, I think Kamari Ramsey is a All-American safety. He still is, period. But at the same time, I understand that the coaches like the way Christian Pierce is moving and grooving. That is an incredible dilemma. I personally, I don't know if Alex Graham will start over Kamari Ramsey. That's I know a lot of people are talking about changing the defense. Let's get a nickel back. I just don't see a freshman coming in starting over Kamari Ramsey at a nickel spot. I personally don't see that, man. You guys can hit me in the comments. You guys can tell what you think. I think if the coaches, and then a lot of people talked about Christian Pierce trying to move to the nickel spot as well. Somebody hit me in my comments. I know you guys, you ask me this all the time, is would Christian Pierce play the nickel spot? If he was able to play the nickel spot, I think he would be at the nickel spot right now and move Kamari Ramsey, who's an All-American safety. That's what I think. I know you guys been asking me that, but I just really don't see if he would have the capability of doing that right now. I'm not saying he don't. I just think he's a pure downhill running safety, a guy that comes and lays wood. If he was able to do it, I just think he would be there right now. I mean, it's simple as that. So as a result, you see Kamari Ramsey right now playing the nickel spot. So hit me in the comments, man. You guys tell me what you think. Last thing is going to be the Elijah Pace thing. Will we be without him? I don't know. But I'm going to say this, the same thing that, I told you guys before. The same thing that we saw with the Texas A&M game when Elijah Pace went out. We saw this USC football offensive line step up last week. Michael Benuelas, Amos Talele, excuse me, forgive me for saying that. Michael Benuelas, Tobias Raymond, Justin, and then then O'Connor. And so we've seen all these guys, man. We've seen them all step up and be the offensive line that they need to be. Michael Benuelas went to the left guard, and he showed that some promise, as to how he played. Tobias Raymond. All of these guys are just doing a phenomenal job, man. And I think they're exceeding all expectations. A lot of people thought this offensive line wasn't going to gel, but they're absolutely exceeding expectation. They're absolutely gelling. And I told you guys this before, that a lot of times, man, guys won't get the experience until they're actually in there. So hit me in the comments, man. You guys tell me what you're thinking. The last thing, you guys know I alluded to Prophet Brown. Well, I'm not even gonna say the name Prophet Brown, but Prophet Brown, it looks like, according to Leaker Riley, he said that Prophet Brown it may take a little longer than before. Now, you guys know a few weeks back after Prophet Brown got hurt, I told you guys the same way I made an announcement about Eric Gentry last year, or alluded to it, said that we got a linebacker that's going to possibly redshirt. I told you guys a couple weeks, we got the same situation. You guys remember me telling you that? Now we see reports that they're possibly looking at a redshirt. But you guys already knew this a couple weeks ago. I told you this like 3 weeks ago, right? Always tune in and always listen to what I be trying to tell you guys, man. I gave you the information before it was out there, man. Hit me in the comments, man. You guys tell me what you think. I'm out of here, man. Happy Thursday to everybody. Safe travels to our young brothers, man, as they get ready to hit this plane, man. And we just expecting victory this week, man. I'm out of here, man. Until later on, everybody stay blessed. Fight on, fight on, fight on.